Okay, time is up. We will start with candidate A. You are given 2 minutes. You can begin now.
Good morning, everybody. I suggest visiting a batik printing factory. Alright, we know that batik is part of Malaysia culture. So, it is good to let the members of Science Society to know about how the batik is made. Because batik is of our culture, we should know. Right? So, I suggest the Science Society to visit batik factories in East Coast because there's a strong culture, batik culture in the East Coast, as the majority of people in East Coast are the Malays, right? So when we are visiting a batik printing factory, we know how the batik is made. For example, they may use the natural dyes, for example turmeric, to color the batiks. This may apply in our chemistry projects or YWA because the title of chemistry project for this year is the application of natural dyes. In the same time, we may learn to be patient because for information, to be able to make a batik, it takes a few days or even a few months to complete a batik cloth. Right? In the same time, we may know what chemical has been used to make the batik. Right? It is because it may enhance our knowledge about the chemicals, substances. Right?
Okay, stop. Right, let's move to candidate B. You have 2 minutes. You may begin now.
Good morning, everyone. I suggest visiting an electronic chips manufacturing factory. This because as a science students, we need to know about how the electronic chips are manufactured in order to export to other countries. And as we know that all these electronic chips are very essential in our life, because nowadays all the electronic gadgets need electronic chips. So actually, this electronic chip is play a very vital, important role in our human life. For example, like our smartphone, video, television, even the computer, and also our radio. All these need electronic chips. So as we visiting the electronic chips manufacturing factory, we can know a lot of process that is going through in order to produce electronic chips. So I think that each of the everyone in order the workers to make the electronic chips play a very important role. So we can learn some of the moral values from them, which is like we have to be disciplined because this is a very complex process to make the electronic chip. We must be disciplined and keep the cleanliness and also be aware of the process. So this is very important for science students. A science student need to be precise and need to be be careful when do every experiment. So this is very important. And also this will enhance our knowledge and brighten our mind that maybe we will be exposed to our interests. We can bring more interest to the student that can maybe in the future they will be contribute the same thing to manufacture the electronic chip and maybe do more research on this and improve the electronic chip and then export to the country to bring a high level income.
Okay, stop.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's go to candidate C. You have 2 minutes. You can start now.
Good morning, everyone. I suggest visiting a car assembly plant because nowadays our car is a very important vehicle. We need it in our daily life. The people nowadays use car to go to work, and the children need cars to go to the school. And cars is, some people call the car as a eighth wonder of the world. It is one of the greatest inventions by humans. So it is very important for the students nowadays to know how the cars are assembled together. In the world nowadays, we have various types of brands like Toyota, Honda, Mercedes-Benz, and in Malaysia we have Proton. And all the Malaysians know that our Proton car is cheaper if compared to other countries. But some might think that the quality is not so good. So in order to improve our Proton's cars, it depends a lot on the future generations. So it is very important to bring the children to the car assembly plant so that the children can gain interest about the cars, and besides that they can also gain a lot of knowledge about cars. So in the future the students will choose to continue their study in this field. And besides that, all these activities like visiting a car assembly can actually strengthen the friendship between students, and it can also have a better teacher-students relationship. So in studies, if the students have any difficulties, they will not shy to ask their teachers because they have a good relationship with the teachers.
Okay, stop. Right. Now let's listen to candidate D. You have 2 minutes. You may start now.
Good morning, everyone. I suggest visiting a soft drink factory. As you all know, nowadays kids love soft drink, and also after vigorous exercise, the athletes also need the soft drink to restore their energy. But do the people know about the soft drink? What is the content of the soft drink? What do soft drink help us? So I think it's important to visit a soft drink factory. Visiting a soft drink factory will not only help us to know more about the process of making soft drinks, we also know what is the content inside, and also know how they make the color of how they color the soft drink. So visiting a soft drink factory is very important. And for example, that there's a F&N factory nearby the SES in the Malembu in Ipoh, in Perak. And the students can learn many the moral values from the soft drink factory, because they will see how the people work there. There are some people hired just to ensure the process is going well. They will check the bottle one on one and pick the bottle which has some problem to avoid being sold in market, because those bottles could be very dangerous.
Okay, stop.